Giants once lived on Earth. Legends of giants appear all over the world, but the Bible tells one of the oldest and most mysterious accounts: the Nephilim, the Rephaim, Goliath, and even King Og of Bashan. But who were they? And more importantly, why did they all meet their end? The Bible's first giants appear in Genesis 6:4. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, the mighty men of old, men of renown. Many believe they were born from the union of the sons of God and the daughters of men. But their violence and corruption spread across the earth. That's why, in Genesis 6:5-7, God declared judgment, the Great Flood. In one cataclysmic event, humanity was cleansed, and with it, the original giants were swept away. Yet after the flood, giants appear again. In Numbers 13:33, Israel's spies report seeing Nephilim descendants in the land of Canaan. These giants represented both physical enemies and spiritual opposition to God's people. But the Lord promised Israel victory, and one by one, these giant clans met their end in battle. King Og of Bashan, last of the Rephaim, was defeated when Moses led Israel into the land east of the Jordan. His massive iron bed, over 13 feet long, was left as a reminder of his fallen strength, Deuteronomy 3:11. Later, under Joshua, Israel drove out giant clans from Canaan. Cities once filled with towering warriors fell before God's people. And of course, the most famous story, David versus Goliath. A boy armed only with a sling brought down a giant who had terrified armies, proving that no one is greater than God. So why did the giants meet their end? The Bible makes it clear, in Noah's day, because of their corruption and violence, God's judgment wiped them out. In Israel's day, because they stood in the way of God's covenant promises, He delivered them into defeat. And in David's day, because they mocked the Lord, they fell before His chosen servant. Before we go, remember, Scripture tells us the giants were not just legends, but names and nations written into history. Genesis 6:4 speaks of the Nephilim, mighty men of old. Numbers 13:33 recalls the giants of Canaan, descendants of Anak, towering in the land. Deuteronomy 3:11 records King Og of Bashan, whose iron bed revealed his enormous size. Joshua 11:21-22 tells of the Anakim driven out, except in Gaza, Gath, and Ashdod. 1 Samuel 17 introduces Goliath of Gath, defeated by David. 2 Samuel 21:16-22 and 1 Chronicles 24-8 reveal 4 giants from Gath, fallen by the hands of David's mighty men. These were the giants of the Bible, named, recorded, and remembered. Another mystery uncovered, but countless more remain. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking the truth about the strange things in the Bible. Tell me what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.